Welcome to the virtual Knoxville Raceway. I sure hope you can hear me. My name's Davis Warren. Welcome into Grease Vision. We are getting a late start here tonight, but thank you everybody for joining in for another exciting season of the TCR Sprint Car Series. We are here for round number 1 at the Knoxville Raceway. On the pace laps, getting ready for heat race number 1. We're going to jump right into it if we can. 4 cars in heat number 1. It is Kyle Smith on the pole, Lockie Phillips in second, Trent Curtis in the third position. And fourth is Vincent Good. I'm not even going to try it. Vincent Good something. Had some technical issues on my end, so I do apologize for the late start here. Nonetheless, we are getting ready for some exciting action here at the Knoxville Raceway, another season of the TCR Sprint Car Series. As we are underway for heat number 1. Why? To the inside, it's Lockie Phillips. He's going to get the lead going into turn number 3. Ripping the bottom, ripping the berm. He's going to get the lead off 4 and lead lap number 1. And it is a battle for second between Kyle and Vincent. Lockie Phillips pulling away right here. The battle for second is where the battle is at. And they get together. And the 38's going to get under him. Almost looks like the stock car type of move. Gets into him again. Trent Curtis is going to get by for that spot. And the battle is on for third. Can Kyle get back around Trent? Could be fading here as we work lap number 5. Trent Curtis to the bottom for second. Whoa! Big contact. And the 38's going to get into the wall. Keep it going. Not sure there's cautions here. No, there is. Caution is out. So we've got a USAC wing sprint car here on the track. Let's attempt to take a quick look at the replay here. Sorry about the wait. Just a bonsai move by Trent there. Wouldn't want to call it a complete bonsai. Just trying to get aggressive here in these heats, and it just didn't work out. Coming to the restart. Lockie Phillips, Vince Giurieri. I'm guessing that is the name. Trent Curtis, or excuse me, is now Kyle in second, Giurieri in third, and looks like Trent has moved his way to the back of the pack. Just maybe a self penalty there. Green flag back in the air. Lockie Phillips with a big time jump on the field with 2 laps to go. White flag. Lockie Phillips with the heat race in the bag off of turn number 4. He's going to see the checkered in heat race number 1 at Knoxville. Lockie Phillips, Kyle Smith, Vince Jureri, I'm guessing, and Trent Curtis is your top 4. Let's look at the lineup for heat number 2. Henry Fenson is on the pole. Defending champion Matt Grimm, Matt Wiedefer in 3rd, Kyle Dersham in 4th, and Mike McConville rounds out your top 5. Down the back straightaway, coming to the green flag here. Henry Fenson on the pole, looking for that green rag. He sees it. We are underway for heat race number 2. Another big jump by the leaders. Gets a big jump on Matt Grimm. Let's see what he can do. Matt Grimm, one of the fastest guys in the history of the TCR Sprint Car Series. Lines maybe starting to form up on the top. It's been pretty bottom dominant. Here comes Matt Grimm, making that bottom work. Fenson working the top a little bit, losing some ground. Here comes Matt Grimm to the bottom. Can he make it stick off the corner? He's under him. Into turn number 3. Does he make it stick? Matt Grimm, your new leader. He's on the top. Crossover. Matt Grimm makes a huge crossover move on Fenson. He's going to retain the lead. Can Fenson get it back? Can Fenson make a desperate move to try to win this heat race number 2 and start on the front row for the feature? Halfway here. Into the wall is Fenson. Oh! No contact as of yet. And these two in the back are just waiting for these guys to get together. Grimm showing the way with 2 laps to go. White flag in the air. What can Fenson do? Can Matt Grimm hold him off? Ripping the top, ripping the boards here. Let's see what's possible. Not going to be able to make it work. Off of 4. Matt Grimm's going to win heat race number 2. We'll take a look at the results. Matt Grimm, your winner. Henry Fenton in second. Matt Vita for third. Kyle Dersham in fourth. Moving on to heat race number 3. Starting on pole, it's going to be Brandon Weaker. Second is going to be Preston Cottrell. Third, Gavin Chatham. Fourth, Aiden Thornberry. And that will be it for that field. Just a 4-car field here. Rolling off for the final heat race of the night. We are green once more in the heats at Knoxville. The pole sitters in each of these heats, I think we've gone 3-0 on them, having a huge lead. Weaver with the big lead. And here comes the 99 and the 17. Going to have a huge battle here for the second spot. Trouble for the 6. Will carry on though. Top 3 spread out so far. Working lap 4 of 8. Halfway this time by. It is still Weaver with the lead. Is he going to be able to hold off? Oh, he in the second place gets into the berm quite a bit. Still digging though, still ripping the top here. With just 2 to go. Sorry, 2 to go this time by. We see the white flag. And off of turn number 4, Brandon Weaver's going to win the final heat race of the night at Knoxville. Take a look at the results here. Brandon Weaver, I was saying Weaver the whole time. Brandon Weaver in first, Gavin Chapman in second, Preston Cottrell in third, and Aiden Thornberry in fourth. That'll do it for heat race action here at the Knoxville Raceway. Yeah, just a quick 3-minute warm up here. We are back at the Knoxville Raceway with just a little bit of time left here in this practice session. About 10 seconds to go as I speak. Getting ready for some feature racing. Hoping to have some of these technical difficulties figured out here. As Ray gets pointed out in the chat, I do appreciate that. Just some transparency. I didn't broadcast this league last year. I had a baby around this time, and it's been 2 years since I've been able to do this, and so the iRacing UI has changed. The OBS format has changed, and so just dealing with a lot right now. So I do apologize for all the technical issues here, but hoping to have everything, or I'm not gonna say everything, but a lot of things figured out here as we're getting ready for feature racing here at the Knoxville Raceway for round number 1 of the TCR Sprint Car Series. Shotgun on the field. Is shotgun the right term? I don't know. Starting in 10th in the number 6 car, it's going to be... Is it going to be Trent? Am I missing something here? All right, I'm going to read off these first few. You just have to look at my timing and scoring. Aiden Thornberry starts in the number 8 car. Kyle Dersham in the 93 will be 11th. And 10th will be Trent Curtis. Ninth on the field will be Preston Cortrell. 8th, Matt Vita. 7th, Vince Giulieri. Still guessing that one. 6th will be Gavin Chatham. 5th will be Henry Fenson. 4th, Kyle Smith. 3rd will be Brandon Weaker. 2nd, Matt Grimm. And on the pole for tonight's first round here at Knoxville will be Lockie Phillips. 2 veterans of this series starting 1-2. Who you got for this one? Will it be one of the veterans on the front row, or are we going to have a new winner here tonight? It's a new year in 2026, a lot to look forward to this year, a lot that's being put behind us. New challenges, new faces, and new places, but not a lot different here with some good old TCR Sprint Car Series racing. Pace truck is off the final corner, and we are underway in the feature. And it's already going to be a big battle between Phillips and Matt Grimm. But can Brandon Weaker do something with these guys? Oh, contact for third. Keeps it straight for now. Grimm slaps the wall just a little bit, but keeps on trucking. And it looks like Talladega out here. It is a big pack of cars. Looks like anybody can win this race. Weaker onto the bottom of Grimm for the second position. Not going to make it stick this time by. Lockie Phillips holding everyone at bay so far, but he has got to be perfect. 3 laps complete. Weaker really trying to make the bottom work, and he is really committed to it. I think there's opportunity if he can just keep working that bottom a little bit. No one else is there. He could be the one to initiate that groove whenever it works. Looks like everyone goes to the top this time by. Big time battle for the lead here. Lockie Phillips still in command with 5 laps complete. Here comes Matt Grimm crossing over Lockie Phillips, trying to be wherever he's not. To the bottom, here comes Matt Grimm. Lockie Phillips into the wall. He's going to slide to the top and get the lead. Off of turn 4, both into the wall this time. New leader Matt Grimm on lap number 7. Here comes Brandon Weaker. He's going to try to get the second position. Go for the lead. New leader Brandon Weaker. Oh, contact. Oh. And that's going to be a caution. What in the world? Let's take a look. A big slider by Brandon Weaker to get the lead. And I think Matt Grimm thinks he still has a hole. Oh, no. It is Lockie Phillips. Just gets into him. And then looks like Henry Finson, who just accidentally gets into him a little bit. Not a whole lot that could have been done there for anybody. We can look at this one more time. Yeah, Lockie Phillips just doesn't give him any room, and he just gets sent. You'll have that. You will have that. Well, coming to green this time by Brandon Weaker in first, Lockie Phillips second, Henry Finson in third as we are back underway. And someone is back out onto the racetrack. Looks like it is the 6th car. How about Brandon Weaker right now? Really showing it to the field. Again, running that bottom was so committed to making it work. And sure enough, the bottom found its way. Caution back out. I feel like I know what it was. Might have had some issues with a lap car here. Looks like it's the 17 car here. The Hot and Shield lookalike. Not doing Hot and Shield type things. Just gets sent. Shouldn't say sent, but just get some contact. Kyle Dershin, the 93 car. Green flag back in the air. Brandon Weaker. Working lap number 11. Here comes Henry Fenson. New faces are here to play here in the TCR Sprint Car Series. But here, I spoke too soon. Here comes Lockie Phillips. Four-car battle for the lead. Fenson underneath Phillips. Is he going to be able to make it stick? Can Phillips make the top work? He's going to go for the race lead. Pounds the wall. Can't get it this time by. Brandon Weaker still your race leader. Seems like every car is pounding the wall off the corner. Can Lockie Phillips get this lead back? Coming to the halfway point. To the bottom, tries to cross over. He's going to make it stick. New leader once again, it's Lockie Phillips. Battle for second, Brandon Weaker, Henry Fenson, side by side. As Weaker gets the lead once again. Back and forth for the lead here in Knoxville. Lockie Phillips has it again. Is Fenson going to be able to lead this thing? He looks to the middle. He looks to the bottom. Can't make it stick. Weaker the leader once again. Here he comes. Here comes Benson. Oh, big tangle by the three on the bottom. Lockie Phillips luckily on the top, and he's going to get the lead back. And now he's got a huge gap. Huge relatively on the field. But I think Brandon Weaker is going to be able to chase him down. Or Henry Fenson. A lot of these guys I think are going to be able to chase him down. As Lockie Phillips back into the wall a little bit. battle for second on. Brandon Weaker trying to get under Henry Fenson. Henry Fenson is able to hang on for the time being. The battle is on for third now. The 99 of Gavin Chapman. Had some issues earlier in the race. Is now able to challenge for the third spot. Trying to get that podium. From Weaker, can't get it this time by. He will keep trying, digging on the bottom, Weaker up top. The runs, as always, are going to come from the top. Knoxville being one of the larger dirt tracks in the game and in racing, it's the runs are going to be key. But Gavin Chapman gets by for the third position. Can Chapman run down Fenson? Coming to 5 laps to go this time by Lockie Phillips in first, Henry Fenson second, Gavin Chapman in third, Brandon Weaker fourth, Kyle Smith fifth, Vince Guerrieri in sixth, Matt Grimm in seventh, Preston Cottrell in eighth, Matt Vita for ninth, and Trent Curtis round out the top 10. Can Weaker get him back? He makes a abrasive move to the top to try to get that big run off. Not going to be able to work this time by 4 laps to go. He tries it once again. Can he get the run? Can he get enough run? He's to the outside. Back to the inside. 99 is into the wall. Can Chapman hang on to it? Can he hold the position? Looks like he's actually gaining on the 10. Probably should check out the battle for the lead, though, because Henry Fenson has got back to Lockie Phillips. And it is a 4-car battle for the win. Here with 2 laps to go, here comes Henry Fenson. And riding the fence he is, here comes Gavin Chapman onto the bottom. This is going to be a shootout. White flag in the air. Lockie Phillips at the line. This time, Fenson into the wall. Weaker gets with him too. Chapman to the bottom of Lockie Phillips. Coming to the line, it's going to be Lockie Phillips. He's going to win round number 1 of the TCR Sprint Car Series at Knoxville Raceway. Lockie Phillips, veteran of the series. He's already got him a win in 2026. Starting off the year strong, but what a run for Gavin Chapman. Had a tougher run in the heats. Had some trouble early on in the feature. Come back to finish second. Henry Fenson in his first start in the series is third. Brandon Weaker, I know he's going to be disappointed in that run to run so strong all night, winning his heat and leading laps just to come home fourth, but strong showing and a lot of promise coming for these guys. And again, Kyle Smith rounds out your top 5. Vince Guerrieri in 6th. Matt Grimm, after starting on the front row, leading laps and just getting tangled up with Lockie Phillips, rebounds back to the 7th position. Preston Cottrell in 8th. Matt V for 9th. Trent Curtis rounds out your top 10. Let's try to get some interviews if we can. Let's talk to Gavin Chapman. If we can get him in here. Gavin Chapman, you got us.
I hear you.
Jeez, sorry. I got some audio issues on my end. Gavin, first race here with the Sprint Car Series, TCR Sprint Car Series, and seems like you had some issues early on in the heat and in the feature, but you had a strong second half of the feature. Walk us through it.
Yourself in a hole and you just be behind 8 ball. So we're behind 8 ball a little bit, didn't get a good qualifying lap in. In the heat race, we did okay. We finished second. Definitely was struggling a little bit there. Was really waiting for the track to widen out there, and that's where car really started to come alive. And Definitely was able to move around a little bit more. It's definitely tough when the track's kind of tacked up there. It's hard to make moves and get by people there. But yeah, no, I mean we are just just slow but surely, inch by inch, just kind of inch my way up there. And I wish we had maybe like 2 more laps. I might have been able to get Lachlan there and throw a slider on him, but I wasn't really sure where he was running in 3 and 4, and I didn't want to want him protecting a run in the middle and me try to slide him and turn into a disaster for both of us. Because definitely, you always want to go out there and win these races, but second place is definitely a great way to start the season for sure.
Absolutely, and we're at least to me and the ZCR Sprint Car Series might be a little unknown with this being your first race here, at least as far as I'm aware. But how was the competition tonight? Again, starting a little bit behind, but I also mentioned you're hoping for a few more laps there. Maybe you could have thrown a slider, but how do you think you play out this season?
No, I mean this league definitely has a lot of really good drivers in it. Lachlan, Henry, Brandon, Matt Graham. Those guys are all top notch guys. And even through the field, there's some really good guys that maybe didn't finish as well tonight, but are very capable of going out here and winning races. So yeah, no, the field's definitely a tight field, and I've raced with those guys before, and I think I've beaten them, and they've beaten me. So it should put on a good show, and it's definitely a very good, fun, competitive league, and it should be tight all the way to the end.
Should be, should be. Well, hope to see you again sometime soon. Is there anybody you want to thank before you head out?
Yeah, first I just want to thank you for doing an awesome job with the broadcast, and I want to thank TCR Sprint Cars and all the admin sponsors, everybody behind the scenes that helps, come out here and puts this on for us and allows us to come out here and race. So I thank FTM Full Throttle Motorsports, Mike Schick Motorsports Design, Chatham Motorsports, Northeast Outlaw Motorsports, Vertex Graphics. Um, Swan Speed Shop, Super Dark Car Series. I always forget. I always feel like I forget somebody, but I hope I got everybody tonight. I just want to thank the fans for coming out watching these races, and I want to thank my fans as well for always watching the races and supporting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thanks for coming out, and hope to see you again soon.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Have a great rest of your night.
You too. That's Gavin Chapman. Let's go ahead and talk to our winner, Lockie Phillips here. Lockie Phillips, how we doing?
Good yourself?
Man, I'm great. I'm great. Dude, you had a pretty wild one. You've dominated a lot of these before, and you might have been just as fast as ever. But tough competition and just a wild night. What was going on there?
Yeah, just a wild night, man. I don't know what Matt Steele was, but yeah, I haven't seen the replay yet, so I can't really say too much on that. But um, yeah, it was an okay night. Just couldn't find the line there at the end, so yeah.
Well, you've been around this league for a while now. You and Matt Grimm. Um, it seemed like there was so much competition tonight between Finson and Chapman and a lot of other cars there. You know, did this race feel different than races in the past?
It probably did because the expectation to try and do good in this league is really, really what I want to do because I just had shit luck in the last few years. So yeah, just need to try and turn that around and try and win a few of these shows.
Well, you're off to a good start with that goal. You've got at least one so far. What was the track like tonight? It seemed like the top was obviously kind of the place to be with a fast track like Knoxville, but some other guys were really, trying to make that bottom work and sometimes would make it work. What was it like?
Yeah, that's probably where I come undone. I was trying to make the bottom or mid track work um, more than just going to where I should have gone, and that was the top. So I probably went the wrong way tonight, and probably just should have ripped the top at the end there. But I was just yeah, I didn't know where to be. Um, yeah, so we'll learn for next time, and yeah, can run the top, we'll run the top.
Just run wherever you got to run for sure. Um, who do you thank for your run tonight?
I'd just like to thank all the boys at Evolution Sim Sports and Trent as well for putting this league on. I know he doesn't get the car numbers, but tonight was promising. So yeah, hopefully that continues. I'd like to thank ABR Setup Shop, Graham Electrical and Data, Premium Sim Designs, Catalysm Computers, Skid Kings, JJNSE Racewear, iRacing Down Under, Premium Cinematography, and Down Under Sim TV. And you guys are putting the broadcast on and everything Trent does at the league here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, boys.
That's Lockie Phillips, your winner. Let's talk to our third place finisher, Henry Fenson. Henry Fenson, you got me.
Hey, yeah, I gotcha. How you going?
Hey, I'm good. You all right?
Yeah, good, thanks.
As far as I know, your first time here in the TCR Sprint Car Series tonight. How was it like racing here?
Yeah, it was good fun. Track was great. Everyone was racing really hard. You know, very small margins for error when the track's that fast, but I think everyone did really well. It was really good fun, so I had an absolute blast.
I was, I told the other guys just now that it seemed like there were some guys who, the top was the place to be, but there was a few of you that were really trying to make that bottom work and would, hope for the grip at the right moment and just try to be in that lane in the right time. And you seemed like you were the leader of those type of guys. Is that what was going on? Is that accurate? What was the strategy out there?
Well, I noticed at the start of the race that Brendan was getting so much grip on the exit of the corners, and I noticed that there's a lot of grip down there. So I figured that if you can hug the bottom right and just keep the car straight and roll enough speed, there's enough grip on the exit on the bottom, you can get it. I couldn't get it as well as everyone else, so I just gave up and went back to the top. But then that cut line started coming in, and yeah, you just sort of had to run it up high, bring it down nicely, and then keep it straight through the slick, and you had an abundance of grip on exit. So it was just about trying to be patient and get it right. But yeah, I think some of the other boys are doing a lot better than me, so I had to get back up and get some momentum rolling around to keep them behind.
For sure. Anybody you want to thank for your run tonight?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank all the boys at Evolution Sim Sports. Lockie brought me along today. I don't go back to work till next week, so I'm home, and I thought this would be good. I want to try this out, and definitely glad I did because it was really fun. Just like to thank ABR Setup Shop, Graven Electrical Data, Premium Designs, Cataclysm Computers, Skid Kings, JJ Nessie Racewear, iRacing Down Under, Premium Photography, Down Under Sim TV. Thanks to the league for putting it on, and thanks to you for the broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, are we going to see you again sometime here soon?
I'm not sure. I'll be back at work next week, so unfortunately it will times won't overlap, right? But I'll definitely, if the opportunity presents itself, I'll definitely try and get back.
10-4. Hope to see you back here soon. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Henry Fenson, your third place finisher. Well, that will do it here tonight for the TCR Sprint Car Series at the Knoxville Raceway. Congratulations to Lockie Phillips for winning round number 1 here. Want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I do know this was a tough watch on with the issues that we were experiencing. I thank you for sticking with me through everything. We will be back next week for round number 2 at the Lucas Oil Raceway in Missouri. So thank you guys for watching. We will catch you next week at Lucas Oil Raceway.